Ho, 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 and welcome to the Daniel Saul Show. There's a lot of sports to talk about here today, yo. So let's go! And today we're going to be talking about the NBA's in-season tournament and its results. We're going to be talking about the Lakers because the Bucks game was completely horrific. I couldn't believe the outcome. The Bucks were favored to win the entire NBA Cup in the in-season tournament, and they failed to beat the Indiana Pacers. Really? The Indiana Pacers. That just says it all. So I'm not going to be talking about them. That's completely irrelevant to me. I don't want to get into that. I don't feel like talking about the Pacers. I'm going to talk about the real game, Lakers and the Pelicans. Let's get started. What does this game say about the Lakers? Well, to me, it says that they can get the job done. To me, it says that they can get the job done when it matters most, right? Because this is the in-season tournament. This was the semifinals. They're going after the cup. What you're not understanding is that, to me, the Lakers didn't even play their best game, like, fully. They didn't fully play their best game. The score was 133-89. They absolutely demolished the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a complete, just, it was just absolutely horrendous. The whole entire game, you could see from the start that the Lakers had energy. They had, like, this hunger to win this game. Versus the New Orleans Pelicans, they looked relaxed. They looked calm. They looked like they weren't into it as much as everyone else was. And to me, that's what changed the game. That's what made the game. And to me, all that did was show everyone watching from at the game and on TV who was going to win the game before it even ended. And it kind of sucks because the the Pelicans are a really good team. Let's not forget the New Orleans Pelicans have beaten really good teams. They beat the Kings, I think, 2 or 3 times this season. The Kings are no joke. Let's get that out the way. The Kings are no joke. The Pelicans are no joke. When the Pelicans are fully healthy and constructed, they are an NBA title contender. Like, they can go out there and win the NBA Finals if they played right. They really could. Just think about who they have. They have Zion, Ingram, McCollum, Alvarado, Murphy, Valanciunas, which is a very underrated center, by the way. You got to understand, their team is loaded. Their coach is actually really good. Remember the days when they had Alvin Gentry? You know how bad those days were? Those days were terrible. Like, every single season he coached for the New Orleans Pelicans, they were absolutely horrific. They were terrible. Then they got Willie Green. Willie Green stepped up. He became a really good coach. And he's pretty young, too, so his inexperience is kind of, shocking to most people. But this guy can coach. He has shown it. The Pelicans have been great for the past 2 years. Yeah, they could say, oh, yeah, because Zion, but Zion's been injured. He's missed more games than he's played since he's been in the NBA. Let's get that out the way. But to put this all in a little nutshell for the Pelicans, they're a team that you shouldn't mess with, and they have a bright future. But they just played a really bad game. I mean, look what they scored. Ingram scored 9 points in 31 minutes. Zion had 13 points in 26 minutes. Valanciunas scored 9 in 23 minutes. Herb Jones is really a defensive player. So, he doesn't really score the basketball a lot. He's just like their main defensive player, like how Jared Vanderbilt is the Lakers' main defensive player. And he still outscored Valanciunas and Ingram with 10 points in 26 minutes. McCollum only had 9, 25 minutes. Murphy had 14 in 22 minutes. Alvarado had 8, and he played 20 minutes. But if you're looking at it, McCollum, Valanciunas, and Ingram only scored 9 points. 9 points. So Trey Murphy was your leading scorer. Really? Really? Look, I'm sorry, but Brandon Ingram needs to score more than 9 points. He needs to be scoring 20 plus. Same thing with Zion. Those two need to be scoring 20 plus. McCollum needs to be scoring a good 15 to 17 points at least. Herb Jones, I think that's good for him. Herb Jones around 10 points because he's really defensive. And Valanciunas needs to get a good 12, 13 points. What is going on? Like, really, before this game, I was expecting this to be a really close game. What the hell happened? And I'm going to tell you what happened. LeBron James-led Lakers played the best defense they've played all season long. Their defense was absolutely phenomenal. They held the Pelicans to 89 points. Are you serious? They held the Pelicans to 89 points. They held Brandon Ingram, McCollum to 9 points, and Valanciunas, and they held Zion to 13 points. Let's just look at what the Lakers scored. LeBron got 30 points in 23 minutes, had 8 assists and 5 rebounds. Cam Reddish had 9 points in 23 minutes. Davis had 16 in 31 minutes. Davis, you're an absolute scrub. I don't know what the hell you've been doing. You scoring 16 points in 31 minutes. Let me tell you something right quick. Anthony Davis, you were supposed to be the best player on this team. You were supposed to be the number one option. You were supposed to be the number one scorer. You're supposed to be one of the best big men in the league. What the hell is going on with you? 16 points, that's it? 16? You're a superstar. What the hell are you doing? You played the most minutes in the damn game. You played more minutes than anybody else on the floor, and you got 16 points? 16? Austin Reeves came off the bench and still outscored you. What the hell are you doing? Austin Reeves scored 17 points. He had a really good game. D'Angelo Russell scored 14, but it looked like he scored that many points in the first quarter. It looked like he did nothing after the first quarter, and to me, that's not good. The Pelicans had a bad game, but the Lakers did play good defense against the Pelicans. But what you got to understand to answer this whole question is it shows that the Lakers can play good defense when it matters most. It shows that if they don't have a good offensive night, if they play good defense, they can still win games and score points like this. 133, that's no joke. That's a lot of points. And it looked like, besides LeBron and Austin Reeves and I guess Russell, everyone else didn't play that great of a game. It's crazy to me. This game shows that the Lakers can play their best basketball when it matters most. It shows that they can play really good defense when it matters most against a top-level team, top-tier team. Shows that. Even if they're not on their best offensive night, they could still drop 130 points easy as long as they play good defense, which the Lakers have been bashed for not playing good defense in the past. They have been. So this is a good wake-up call for the Lakers. This is a good wake-up call for them. And this is a good, showing that they can do what they want to do against a top-level team. I'm not going to sit up here and say that the Pelicans aren't good. The Pelicans are one of the best teams in the league. I already said that. And moving forward for the Pelicans, I think this is a wake-up call for them in a different way. I think this is a wake-up call for them as in we didn't have the energy going into this game. Since the tip-off, we didn't have the energy that the Lakers had. If we want to be able to go in the playoffs and win games and go to the second, third round, maybe even the finals, we have to play with energy. We have to play with a want. We have to play with hunger. We have to play with this drive that we want to win. And I'm Daniel Sauls, the host of the Daniel Sauls Show. And I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon on my channel. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And you should come back to see more greatness and the best takes from yours truly. Peace out, y'all.